Welcome to another adventure with Meandering with Mickey. Today I want to talk to you about my winterization situation thus far. Last night it dropped down to 21 degrees Fahrenheit in Glenns Ferry, Idaho, and I don't know where you live, but that means freezing. So I have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. So what I did is I bought some window insulation, and I put that up with double sticky tape that comes with it, put that on all my windows, and then I used the hairdryer that I have to tighten that up. And I'd like to show you how that works in the vent in my bathroom because I can. So, oops, gotta switch. There's my vent. I'm not showering in my RV because water is not turned on, but I've got this thing that totally keeps. Oh, a little mothy got stuck in there. Where'd you come from, dude? Sorry, he suffocated. And there's a drop of something. I wonder if that was from the moth. How interesting. Anyway, this keeps the air and the bugs, apparently, out of my house. Put that on all of the windows. Except two. One has a different substance on it, and the other one I left open for ventilation in case something occurred and I needed to breathe. You know, like a gas leak or something. I don't know. Or a really hot day, because here in Idaho, the weather changes so much. It's going to be freezing this week, and then next it could be in the 90s. Oh, my muffins are done. Just a minute. Total distraction from what I was wanting to tell you, but I made raspberry turnovers, and they look amazing. It's the first time I've ever used my oven. I've had two RVs in 2 years, and this is my first time using the oven. I have to let those cool for a bit. What I did want to tell you is that I use a lot of little rugs on the floor, and that's Apache's favorite one right there. There's another one under there to keep my feetsies warm, and then one over there, one by the door, etc., etc., etc. And that helps keep my feet warm. Oh, did you see just now the vents in the dining room? Let me show you again. So there's one, and there's the other. They're not very far away from each other, which is kind of weird. But so one of the things I've had to do is improvise how I do dishes. So this is the soapy water I just finished using. I've washed my dishes. I put them in the sink. I'm going to dump this water, then fill it up with clean water from my pump, and then reheat the water, put the dishes back in it to sterilize them and get the soap off, then put them in the dish strainer. I also have a small heater that I use to help keep me warmer during the day so that I'm not using so much propane. Because propane is $20 to fill up a tank, and I don't have enough money for that. I don't know how long a tank. During the summer, I could go 3 months just using the tank to cook with, and heat the water heater and whatever other. Oh, the refrigerator runs off propane or electric, depending on where I'm at. So yeah, that's 2 months on a tank. I'm not going to be that lucky this winter. I also have an electric blanket on my bed, and I only use one side with the heat. The other side is not even attached, so that if I can regulate my body heat by moving to whatever side of the bed that suits my needs. And I have a quilt and a big heavy mink blanket that I got in Korea 30 years ago or more. I also have skirting on the outside of my RV, which helps keep the wind from blowing underneath and freezing all the pipes. Like I said, it was 21 last night, and I did not have any issues with frozen pipes. So what I did before I moved to this particular site in my friend's garden, thank you, Jen and Chad, is I filled up my freshwater tank, plumb full, drained all the other tanks, and Chad said I could drain my gray water into the pasture, which is awesome. And then I'm just using this 5-gallon water pump for cooking and cleaning. And then I still have fresh water that I can use in my bathroom. And it gets hot still so I can wash my hands, wash my face, do a spit bath, whatever I need to do. Then when it's time for showers, I can go into someone's home, usually Jenny's because I'm here, or at my mom's in Nampa when I visit with her, which I did last week, and will be pretty much all of December. The way that I got into this particular parking spot was a little treacherous, and I don't want to move it again if I don't have to. So I do not have fresh water here. I only have what's in my tank, and then I refill my 5-gallon bucket, and I've refilled it 3 times in like 2.5 weeks. So that's works for me. And then the black tank, if you know anything about black tanks, that's where the poo and pee goes, and I'm not using that. So I have to be a little more creative when it comes to that situation. And if you really, really want to know, you can ask me and I'll tell you, because, you know, why have secrets? It's not a big deal. So that is Winterization 101 for Meandering with Mickey. Let me show you this. This is something that I just learned last night. So I've insulated up here. I've got that foam rubber stuff because the door doesn't always want to stay jar. The quilt is just there because it's pretty and it keeps the light out. But this little slidey dude to get to the handles, there's a lot of cold air that comes in through there. I had no idea. I just shut it the other night just 'cause. And then when I opened it, I was like, oh, cold air. All right, good to know. But all of my windows have this vinyl cover on them, and that is preventing a lot of cold air. I used to have a plethora of cold air coming out through here, and now I don't at all. With my heater on in the house, it's 69 right now, which is a little bit warm for me. My mom would be freezing to death. She likes it at like 88, which is just way too freaking hot. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to enjoy these turnovers and maybe another cup of cocoa. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Please safe, stay warm, and let people know where you are and what's going on, because you don't want to be left alone for too long. All right. Blessed be.